let's take a look at how to add light fixtures to your plan. So this is as simple as a drag and drop menu, just like we use with the cabinets. So under the drag and drop menu, use your little arrow to the right here. And the light fixtures are found under Room Furniture, FUR. Now I know this just kind of takes some time to get used to and find things, and that will just happen the more you practice with this software and the more you become familiar with it. So Room Furniture, FUR, you will find light fixtures. Go ahead and double click on light fixtures and you'll see you have all different kinds. You have lamps, desk, table, floor, suspended, recessed, ceiling fans, and you can just start adding just the same way as you would add the cabinets. So let's start by adding a recessed light. I'm just going to double click on it. And a spot recessed, that would be similar to a recessed can light. So I'm just going to double click, and now you'll see that that spot recessed light is on my mouse. So I'm just going to move it over on top of the sink. We'll put it above the sink for some task lighting, and I'm just going to click. And there's my recessed can. So let's go back to light fixtures. You can do this with every kind of light. So let's do a suspended light. And maybe we'll do a pendant with glitter. Sounds exciting. So once you have the light, you just double click. It's now attached to my mouse, and I'll just put it over the table here and click. So now I have my pendant, I have a recessed can. Let's do a ceiling fixture right in the middle for some ambient lighting. So we'll go back to lighting fixtures. We'll do a ceiling light. Let's just do a ceiling light glass dome. Again, double click. Oops, I can drag it. It went in the wrong spot, so I'm just going to drag it where I want it. And there's my ceiling light. And lastly, let's do a wall sconce. I'll show you how to do a wall sconce. So we'll go back to light fixtures, and down here we'll see sconce, double click. And then there's all different kinds. The sconce is a little bit trickier to add. So double click and you have your sconce. Now you'll see that my sconce is set up to be to go on this wall, the north wall. And if I want it, let's say I want it on the west wall, what you're going to have to do is you're just going to have to place it. So just click and then right click and rotate. And then you can rotate it so that it's ready to go on that west wall. Once you've rotated it, you can right click, select it, right click again, and go to move. And now, except I moved it way off the screen here, let's escape. Left click, right click, move. What's going on here? There we go. And then you can just move it right over to that wall. I'm not sure where it was disappearing to, but right click, move, and then shift it over to the wall that you want it on. And now I can slide it up and down that wall wherever I want it to be placed, and I will just click. So now we have a pendant, we have a ceiling light, we have a recessed can, and we have a wall sconce. So let's go to our presentation, our perspective view, and let's take a look at all of these. Make sure they're all there. Yep. Oh, and now look, you'll notice that the ceiling light is not on the ceiling, so we're going to have to fix that. Here's the wall sconce. We see that it's illuminating up. That's fine. Our pendant light is here. Our recessed can is back by the sink, and then the ceiling light is just floating in the middle. So let's close out. We're just going to select this. We're going to select this ceiling light. We're going to right click and we're going to go to up down and select that, and you'll see it's at 60 inches. So that's why it's just floating in the middle of the room, because obviously our ceiling height, I know that in this plan my ceiling height is at 96 inches. So 60 inches obviously would not be on the ceiling. So we're just going to change that to 96 inches, and you'd have to double check your ceiling height if you're not sure what it is. You can right click on the wall and go to properties and check your ceiling height by doing that. And then you'll say okay. Now let's take one last look at our perspective view. Let's see if we corrected that problem. Sure looks like it. There it is in the ceiling now. So that is how you add light fixtures. And again, if you need to change the height, you just right click and go to up down, and it will allow you to change the height. You can do the same thing with your wall sconce. If you'd like your wall sconce to be slightly lower on the wall, you can change that as well. So relatively easy and a great way to add some interest to your renderings.